When you're playing, it's important to know that you should not always hit topspin, especially when you're under pressure or uncomfortable. After we learn topspin for the first time, it can be a lot of fun. It can be addicting to try to hit the ball like this every single time. But the reality is you're gonna make a lot of mistakes if you try to hit a topspin shot when you're under pressure or when you're in an uncomfortable position. So there I was just hitting topspin. I was nice and set up. I had a lot of time. But if my opponent puts me under pressure by rushing me, reducing my time, or puts me in an uncomfortable position, maybe they hit the ball right at me, then I should choose a safer play, which is often gonna be an open face, slice defensive shot. So if I have to run all the way across the court and I try to hit topspin, I'm gonna make a lot more mistakes because I'm racing to get to the ball, and topspin requires a lot of swing compared to a simple defensive shot. So my opponent hits a good shot, and if I try to hit with topspin, I'm often going to miss that more often than if I'm set up in a comfortable position. So what you wanna do in this situation is play defense. So I get to that corner, I open the face of my paddle, I put the ball back up in the air. I'm gonna have a much higher success rate when I play defense versus when I try to hit topspin in that situation. So again, we see a lot of misses like this. I'm having to run fast, I try to do the topspin, it's a more complicated swing, versus just putting an emphasis on making the ball back in the court, making my opponent play another shot. Next is if the ball puts me in an uncomfortable position and I don't have time to move to a proper position, I also shouldn't hit topspin. So the ball comes right at me, I'm gonna block it with my face open if I don't feel like I have time to get into a better position. When I try to do topspin there, I'm really short arming the ball and it doesn't lead to a good result. So again, I open my face and I play defense when I'm in that uncomfortable position. Another type of uncomfortable could be if the ball is hit really low, especially if it's drawing you forward. As the ball gets lower, it's more difficult to hit topspin because we have to get our paddle lower than the ball to be able to roll over it. And so if that ball is low to begin with, then again, I recommend hitting a more defensive shot with the face of your paddle open. So that ball comes in low, I try to hit topspin, but I can't lift it enough because I can't get my paddle down when the ball's already that low to begin with. So instead, I want to open my face and lift that shot in a more defensive manner.